She walked this path every morning. No crowd. No noise. Just the sun behind her. And her dreams ahead. You couldn't see her. But if you looked close, you'd know the world softened where she stepped. She was already gone. But the room still whispered her name. An open book. A bag waiting by the chair. And tea that never cooled. Tara's mornings were quiet. But never empty. Rain traced poems on her window. The kind only silence could read. Tara never said much. But her diary heard everything. Thoughts she never shared. Dripped slowly onto pages that no one ever turned. The board said no talking. But the silence it created wasn't peace. It was pressure. It was pretending. And Tara? She learned to be invisible. Without ever being taught. It wasn't just a scolding. It was a spotlight on her shame. Every eye became a mirror. And none of them blinked. Tara's hand shook. But her voice never got the chance to. The hallway echoed. But no one called her name. Every step sounded louder. Because no one walked beside her. Tara didn't just feel alone. She felt erased. Her room didn't echo with sobs. Just silence. Thick as dusk. The diary lay open. But she had no more words. Even the light seemed unsure whether to stay. Her pen spoke louder than her voice. The page didn't interrupt. It didn't correct. It didn't walk away. And maybe that's why. She told it everything. But never handed it to anyone. They talked about the day. She watched the rice go cold. The food was served with love. But no one noticed the appetite missing. Tara was right there. And yet, already somewhere far away. It wasn't just a notebook that fell. It was everything she had held in. A whisper turned shout. But no one heard the silence that followed. Tara didn't break in front of them. She broke beneath them. The sun was setting. But something inside her had already gone dark. The bag felt heavier. Not because of books. But because of everything she couldn't carry anymore. That walk home was the longest one of her life. Behind that door was everything they never noticed. A folded note. A final whisper. And the silence that would echo louder than anything Tara ever said. They thought she was quiet. They didn't know how loud her silence had become. Now the room was filled with her absence. And the questions that would never get answers. Too late to ask. Too late to hold her. Too late to listen. She had only one voice. But now, 100 speak for her. Candles where she once stood. Tears where no one used to look. Tara's silence became their call for change. It wasn't folded with care. It was torn. Like she was. A final page. From a story no one finished reading. "I'm sorry," it said. But the world owed her the apology. In their hands, light. In their eyes, tears. But this time, they weren't looking away. Tara's silence became their promise. A promise that no one else would be lost unheard. She never imagined she'd speak like this. Not as a mother of loss. But as a voice for the silenced. Tara never got the mic. So her mother held it like a lifeline. And spoke for every child unheard. She didn't need punishment. She needed presence. A space to speak. A soul to listen. Tara never found this room. But maybe, someone else still can. They didn't get to say goodbye. So they painted her smile. and left pieces of their hearts around it. Tara's wall doesn't speak, but every note on it says what silence never could. Tara's voice was silenced, but now, it answers every time someone calls. This isn't just a number. It's a promise that no one has to suffer unheard again. The world didn't stop, but it paused and listened. And in that silence, a new light began to rise. Not to forget Tara, but to remember better.